America is full of creepy ghost towns, abandoned buildings, and haunted forests. There's a haunted spot to be found in every state. But which are the most haunted in America? Let's find out. Number 1. Eastern State Penitentiary, Philadelphia. The castle-like Eastern State Penitentiary took solitary confinement to new levels when it was built in 1829. Prisoners lived alone, exercised alone, and ate alone. When an inmate left his cell, a guard would cover his head with a hood so he couldn't see or be seen. The prison had to abandon its solitary system due to overcrowding from 1913 until it closed in 1970. Although the forms of punishment did not get any less severe, chaining an inmate's tongue to his wrists is one example. The site now welcomes thousands of visitors every year, both for its museum and ghost tours. Reported paranormal happenings have included disembodied laughter, shadowy figures, and pacing footsteps. Number 2. Hotel Monte Vista, Flagstaff, Arizona. Flagstaff's Hotel Monte Vista has its fair share of paranormal guests who have truly overstayed their welcome. A long-term boarder who had a habit of hanging raw meat from the chandelier in room 210. 2 women who were thrown from the 3rd floor, and now attempt to asphyxiate male guests in their sleep. An infant whose disturbing cries have sent staff members running upstairs from the basement. Actor John Wayne once reportedly even had a paranormal encounter here. Can you book your stay today? Number 3. Pine Barrens, New Jersey. The heavily forested Pine Barrens spans over 1 million acres and 7 counties in New Jersey. The area thrived during the colonial period, host to sawmills, paper mills, and other industries. People eventually abandoned the mills and surrounding villages when coal was discovered to the west in Pennsylvania, leaving behind ghost towns, and, some say, a few supernatural wanderers. The most popular Pine Barrens resident is without a doubt the Jersey Devil. According to legend, the creature was born in 1735 to Deborah Leeds, her 13th child, with leathery wings, a goat's head, and hooves. It flew up the Leeds chimney and into the Barrens, where it has reportedly been killing livestock and creeping out South Jersey residents ever since. Number 4. San Fernando Cathedral, San Antonio, Texas. The oldest church in Texas holds El Mariachi Mass on Sunday, and is a stunning example of Gothic Revival architecture. But come nightfall, you'd have to be something of a daredevil to enter its myth-ridden grounds. When construction workers started renovating the church in 1936, they unearthed bones, nails, and tattered military uniforms near the altar, which some believe belonged to 3 soldiers of the Alamo. Since the disturbing incident, visitors have reported shadowy figures and orbs in their photographs, as well as ghosts in the back of the church itself. Such otherworldly inhabitants include a man dressed in black and figures in hooded, monk-like clothing. Number 5. Myrtle's Plantation, Street, Franceville, Louisiana. Built in 1796 by General David Bradford, Myrtle's Plantation is considered to be one of America's most haunted sites. The house is rumored to be on top of an Indian burial ground and is home to at least 12 different ghosts. Legends and ghost stories abound, including the tale of a former slave named Chloe, who had her ear chopped off by her master after she was reportedly caught eavesdropping. She got her revenge by poisoning a birthday cake and killing 2 of the master's daughters, but was then hung by her fellow slaves. Chloe now reportedly wanders around the plantation, wearing a turban to conceal her severed ear. Number 6. RMS Queen Mary, Long Beach, California. Aside from a brief stint as a warship in World War II, the RMS Queen Mary served as a luxury ocean liner from 1936 to 1967. During that time, it was the site of at least 1 murder, a sailor being crushed to death by a door in the engine room, and children drowning in the pool. The city of Long Beach purchased the ship in 1967 and turned it into a hotel, and it still serves that purpose today. Although the reported ghosts of the deceased passengers get to stay for free. For an extra dose of spine-tingling experiences, see if you can visit the ship's engine room, which is considered by many to be a hotbed of paranormal activity. Number 7. Mizpah Hotel, Tonopah, Nevada. Mizpah Hotel opened in 1907 as one of Nevada's first luxury hotels, complete with solid granite walls and Victorian-era decor. and it was fully restored in 2011. But the swanky hotel has a history as blood red as its scarlet furnishings, one it proudly embraces. Legend has it that a woman died on the 5th floor, and her soul never left the building. The lady in red now reportedly makes her presence known by whispering in men's ears and leaving pearls from her broken necklace on guests' pillows. The Mizpah honors, or capitalizes on, her reputation by letting visitors stay in the Lady in Red suite or order the Red Lady Bloody Mary at the hotel restaurant. Number 8. Gettysburg Battlefield, Pennsylvania. The Battle of Gettysburg was one of the bloodiest in American history, with somewhere around 50,000 young men dying in a 3-day conflict. Many of the soldiers never received a proper burial after their untimely deaths, and many believe the souls of these men now wander the field to look for their weapons and comrades. Number 9. Pittock Mansion, Portland, Oregon. Oregonian pioneers Henry and Georgiana Pittock decided to build their dream house when they reached their golden years, in 1909, spurring the innovative design and construction of the Pittock Mansion. Unfortunately, the couple only got to enjoy their home for a few years before passing away, Georgiana in 1918 and Henry in 1919. The building is now a public landmark where some strange occurrences have been reported, such as the smell of roses, Georgiana's favorite bloom, filling a room with no flowers in it, and a childhood painting of Henry moving, on its own, from spot to spot within the house. Clearly, death was not enough of a reason for the Pittocks to vacate their beloved home. Number 10. Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum, Weston, West Virginia. The Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum opened its doors to patients in 1864, and in the 1950s, the West Virginia facility reached its peak, housing more than 2,400 patients. Even though it was designed to hold only 250. The severe overcrowding led to inhumane conditions, like lack of heat and convalescents kept in cages, and patients started acting increasingly violent, from starting fires to attacking staff members. The asylum finally closed in 1994, but the souls of some patients are said to linger. Ghost tours are available for those wishing to see how some patients lived and died within the cramped halls. Bonus number 11. Queen Anne Hotel, San Francisco. When it was originally built in 1890, this Victorian hotel in San Francisco served as an etiquette school for girls. It's since been reborn as a 48-room hotel, although remnants of the building's former life still linger. The ghost of Miss Mary Lake, the school's late headmistress, is said to haunt the hotel, particularly room 410. Her former office. Guests who stay in that route might wake up to find their clothes have been unpacked, or the blankets closely tucked around them in bed. Quite the courteous ghost, wouldn't you agree?